Only on 12 News, we have a behind-the-scenes look at how the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office is trying to work to reduce inmate deaths.
It's been a big problem in the past. Our I-Team's Craig Harris is here with this exclusive story. Craig?
Hey, good evening, Mark and Troy. There were almost 40 deaths last year in the Maricopa County jail system, 20 drug-related, fentanyl and methamphetamine among the biggest causes. 12 News investigates, wanted to know why.
If you get arrested, you're going to come through this door. We can see 200 to 300 a day, 80,000 plus a year get booked into this building right here.
Meet Maricopa County Sheriff Chief Mike Dawson.
Everyone is going to get a thorough search when they come in.
Dawson invited 12 News to the intake center in South Phoenix. This after 12 News investigates filed a public records request with the medical examiner. We obtained public records that showed nearly 40 inmates died in the jail system in 2025. At least 20, including those pictured here, died from drug use. Dawson says those numbers are too high.
I mean, every sheriff's office out there is seeing those rises in custody deaths. And so every one of those we take very seriously. And everything you see here is another thing that, is to mitigate that.
Dawson said the sheriff's office last year spent $2.9 million to install a total of 10 new scanning machines at the intake center and other jails. This is what they look like and what they find.
So we've had some great success since putting these in. Just in the last couple of weeks, we had a hatchet, we had a fixed blade knife. Then on top of that, we've gone down and found hundreds of pills of fentanyl, suspected fentanyl, powders, things like that.
The sheriff's office said 18 of the 20 drug-related deaths last year were prior to full implementation of the scanners. This year,
I think we're at either 10 or 11 this year, and we're already halfway through the year.
After a screening, inmates are given a drink with electrolytes and food. That's not all.
Every one of our detention deputies carries Narcan now, which has been a great assistance there.
If inmate deaths decline to about 20 this year, it would be a substantial difference.
For the past 4 years, we've averaged about 40 deaths a year over 4 years, 160 over the 4 years total. The majority are drug intoxication deaths.
That's Andy Hall. The Valley resident has worked with several civil rights organizations, including the ACLU. He's obtained years of public records and been a watchdog on Maricopa County jail deaths.
There's probably no way to eliminate deaths in the jails, but we can do a hell of a lot better than we are doing now.
Dawson agreed.
Like I say, one's too many. It's looking much better right now. And I think a lot of it is because of all of what we have done to try to mitigate the drugs coming in, as well as our partnership with Correctional Health Services and the medical care.
Dawson repeatedly did not want to minimize any of those deaths, but he pointed out during an interview that the number of people, 80,000, being processed through the jail system each year is the population of a small city. And many of those who come into the jail are abusers and have not seen doctors for years. With photojournalist Chris Latella, I'm Craig Harris, 12 News.
All right, Craig, pretty eye-opening. Thanks.